Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Andrew and I'm the producer on Alekhine's Gun, and today I'm going to do a speed run for you. Now, I've always enjoyed the idea of speed runs, especially for games like this where it's not just about getting the quickest time but also getting the highest stealth ranking, which is the ghost ranking for this game. You see this is the first level. I have several objectives here. I need to sneak inside the castle, I need to eliminate Martin Fichtner, I need to destroy some film, and also eliminate Dr. Hans Heinrich, a Nazi scientist. So I'm going to try to figure out how to best get through all these objectives as fast as possible without being seen. Here's my loadout. I'm just going to go ahead and start. Now this game does take place primarily during the Cold War, but for the first level it actually starts you off kind of on the tail end of World War II. It's a flashback sequence in a sense. So here we are at a Nazi castle. I have several objectives to complete, but the first thing I want to do is to disguise myself as a guard. So here I'm going to get my chloroform out, and I'm just going to knock this guy out. Now this won't kill him, it's only going to knock him out, which is important because you actually get a higher stealth ranking if you can limit your kills to just your assassination targets. So I've knocked him out. I'm going to carry him off to a safe spot before I actually change into his clothes. I'm going to bring him in here. Let's set him down right here. And I'm going to change into his clothes. You always want to make sure that you leave the bodies in a secluded area. You never want anyone to stumble upon the body, because that will drop your stealth ranking. So that's important to keep in mind. I'm going to enter the castle now. Complete my first objective. Alright, I completed my first objective. I do still need to destroy the film and take out my 2 assassination targets. Now in this game, there's multiple approaches to every objective, and you can actually tackle them in whatever order you wish. So in this speed run here, I think I'm going to go after the Nazi scientist first. You can do it in whatever order you wish, but I think this is actually going to, 1, give me more and better opportunities to take out the commanding officer, Martin Fichtner, and 2, I actually think it actually is faster. So, but I could be wrong, but I'm going to attempt to do it anyway. Now I can't enter this building because I don't have the proper identifications, or at least I can't enter through the front door without getting identification, but I can break in through this window. Let's see if I can pick this lock. There we go. Now I'm in. Now I need to make it to the top floor where the scientist is at. Oh, now here's an officer. I could take his disguise. That'll make things easier, but I mean, I don't think I can do it with both of them here looking at me. So I'm just going to continue on. I don't want to waste any more time. I'm going to continue on as the guard. It's going to be a little bit harder, but I think I can pull this off. Kind of not supposed to be here. My suspicion meter is kind of going up. They're all looking at me. But maybe I can do this without them noticing. I'll close this door. I'm not supposed to be in here either. But there's information here that I need. There we go. Alright. Interrogation room number 204. Awesome. I need that. I'll go down here. I don't think I'm supposed to use this phone either, but do what you gotta do. As long as no one sees me. Alright, so there's a Nazi scientist. He's torturing that poor guy. But I'm going to call this officer down so I can get the scientist by himself. Uh-oh, this guy sees me. Alright, man, I'm leaving. Okay. I've called the officer out of the room and downstairs, and that should leave the scientist by himself and vulnerable. Let's see if I can pull this off now. Well, now he has a guard by the room. You know what? I think I'm just gonna have to, this guy's not gonna let me. Yeah, you know what? Sorry, guy. Alright, that was really messy, but you know what? This is a speed run after all. Okay, I got his disguise, I got his key. You know what? I'm gonna just see if I can hide this body because I don't want them. I don't want it to be discovered and drop my stealth ranking. Hurry before he comes back in! Awesome. Okay. All right.
Huh?
Now they're for sure gonna find the scientist's body, and so I want to get out of here before they sound the alarm. That might drop my stealth ranking, but hopefully I can pull everything else off perfectly, such that I might still get that ghost ranking and get a good time. All right, don't mind me, guys. I'm just making a house call. All right, I'm gonna stop running when I'm in front of them. I don't want to look too suspicious. That's the tricky part. You do want to just run through this whole thing and get the quickest time, but that draws attention. So, yeah, you gotta finesse it a little bit. Oh, so there's the commanding officer. It's full. This room's full of guards, but I know he goes and gets checked up by the doctor from time to time, so I can wait here for him, and hopefully that'll be my opportunity to take him out. Now, as I'm waiting here, I'm pretty much wasting a lot of time. But I'm sure someone can probably figure out the timing better, figure out better routes, and plan this better such that you don't have to waste so much time waiting. But like I said, in this game, there's multiple approaches to every objective, and you can do them in whatever order. And depending on the order that you do them and the method that you take, it actually affects subsequent objectives. It could make your other objectives easier to accomplish or more difficult to accomplish afterwards. And that's kind of the fun of it, is to kind of explore and figure out the best approaches. Again, in the speed run, I'm just going to go straight for the quickest time without being seen. I'm not going to do any exploration. Finally, this guy shows up. He's going to want me to check him out.
Doctor,
He has pains or something. So
pain is killing me.
now that he's by himself, I picked up the syringe earlier, I believe. Yep, I'm going to help him out real quick with a syringe to the neck. Alright, excellent. Now I'm going to take his uniform, and I'm also going to take his key. And this will allow me to finish my last objective, which is to destroy the film, which is actually in his office, or in his room. The key is going to help me get in immediately. If I wanted to do this before I got the key, I actually would have had to lockpick the door, which is actually a lot harder with the guard standing right there, but since I have the key, I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to pick this lock as quickly as I can. Oh, there we go. Cool. Destroy the film, and then after this I just need to escape the castle. And we'll see how I did. I'm crouching too. I do want to minimize my noise level. That does affect my stealth ranking a bit, but I don't want to look suspicious either. I think this is the fastest way out. I'm an officer. I can do whatever I want. Well, kind of. They can see past my disguise if if I'm not careful. So, don't want to draw too much attention. They still look at me and things like that. But alright, I'm gonna make my way to the basement. And it's actually gonna play a cutscene right here, which I'm going to skip, because I don't want you guys to have to see any spoilers. So let me skip this. You just have to find out when you play it for the first time. And we're going to escape through the vents. Alright, let's see how I did. I'm afraid I didn't get that ghost ranking because of, yeah, Saboteur. It's a couple of notches below ghost ranking, unfortunately. I think I made too much noise. I did do a lot of running around. I did kill a guy who wasn't my assassination target, so that takes that affects my stealth ranking. And they did find the body of the Nazi scientist. If I had more time, if I planned it better, I could have hid his body somewhere and they wouldn't have found it. But because of all those things, it dropped my stealth ranking. I did get a time of 8 minutes and 19 seconds, though. That's pretty good. But I missed that ghost ranking. So, actually, when you guys get this game, you guys should go for that ghost ranking. Post your video on YouTube or whatever video outlet that you want. And we'll see who has the best time. You guys can pre-order this game now. It comes out February 9th for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.